NBA Math's trade deadline primer moves to the Mile High City, taking a look at the Denver Nuggets and just how they are looking to try to compete this season. Everything in Denver revolves around the passing ability of big man Nikola Jokic. He's proven to be a unique threat on the offensive side of the floor, and the organization has tried to surround him with lots of young players and shooters so that the team can mature and be a competitor for years to come. The Nuggets have some awkward fits with their roster and defensive issues as well. Trying to find a fix is easier said than done though, as the Nuggets will pay $50 million next season to the combo of Millsap and Gary Harris. Both players are great fits next to Jokic, and Harris in particular has a ton of upside to continue to keep growing as a player on the wings. Thanks to an early season injury to Millsap, we still don't know just how good he and Jokic are going to be as a frontcourt tandem. But those contracts do hamstring the Nuggets' efforts to try to add more veteran pieces. Denver is only $7 million shy next season of the luxury tax, and that is before dealing with unrestricted free agent Will Barton. Barton is averaging roughly 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per contest, and is vital as one of the only few Nuggets who can create their own shot at any time. Denver could be proactive and trade him now for some other assets that won't push the Nuggets over the luxury tax, or they could create room to re-sign him by getting rid of other players on their roster. The long-term cap situation doesn't get much clearer even after next season, as in 2019-2020, the Nuggets are already about $20 million away from being in the salary cap. That's before dealing with re-signing star center Nikola Jokic. Denver has to create a balanced roster around Jokic, Millsap, and Harris in the long term. With fans and members of the organization seeing the high level of potential for this group, it's possible that the timeline to win gets sped up. There's little doubt that Jokic stays in Denver long term. The question is just how expensive it is to retain him and everybody else. Denver has been trying to shop a big man Kenneth Faried for years now, and this might be the trade deadline in which they finally move him. Denver has a ton of big men, and with Millsap about to return from injury, moving Faried could open up the ability to add more players on the wing or at the point guard position. Denver could be a potential landing spot for point guard Kemba Walker, whose contract would not weigh down the Nuggets' long-term salary cap situation. But acquiring a player of Walker's caliber, as well as offloading the contracts of players like Kenneth Faried, would cost Denver some of its best young assets, including point guard Emmanuel Mudiay, stretch forward Juan Hernangomez, or bulk scorer Malik Beasley. Denver would also have to be prepared to part with some first-round picks in any move they make to try to upgrade the talent level on their roster. It might seem a little early to project the Nuggets as making a win-now type of move, but they definitely need to do something if they're going to remain competitive and duck the luxury tax for seasons to come.